Hi guys, welcome back to Wayward Son Custom. Today we have the November 2022 edition of Tac Pack Plus. And I gotta tell you, this one feels a little light to me. So I'm not overly optimistic, but you know, light doesn't necessarily mean bad. I just generally find that when it comes to Tac Pack, the heavier the box, generally speaking, the better it is. But I guess we'll find out here in just a second. I will open it from the bottom, which normally works out best because that's usually where the card is, and so it just makes it a little bit easier to access all the items and you know, go through the box. So yep, true enough, there's our card, and give you a quick peek in the box. So there we go. Put that off to the side and we'll see what we got here. It looks like they're still going with the model of not telling you any prices, real or imagined, for anything except for the plus item or items. So, yeah. So there you go. We will just start from top and go down to the bottom like we always do. So first off, and I'm here to tell you, with all the parts that Tac Pack has given us and is still giving us from this particular company, you could build an entire rifle just about, minus the lower receiver. And that is Battle Arms Development, because this time they sent us a gas block from Battle Arms Development. It's USA made, which is good, and Battle Arms Development makes good products. It's just, you know, you would like to see some sort of, I don't know, variety when it comes from Tac Pack. But anyway, it says the workhorse low-profile steel gas block .750 was designed to be a low-profile gas block for the masses. It will fit under the majority of handguards made and is a perfect fit for the plus item this month. Okay. See if we can find that. That's not it. Alright, that's not it. And yeah, I pretty much guessed what the plus item was. Where is this thing? Oh, there it is. All right, so there you have the low profile gas block. You know, pretty much like any other low profile gas block. Battle Arms Development does make good stuff, so I'm not going to complain too much about this. And since I do build ARs, I can use that, so not going to complain about that. Battle Arms Development Micro Hand Stop is the next one. USA made. The small M-lock detail in your kit makes a large difference in your performance. The Micro Hand Stop is a great way to keep a secure grip on your firearm without letting your hand slip too far forward. This hand stop is compact and lightweight, keeping your firearm nimble for target transition. And I believe I had my hand on it just a minute ago. Maybe not. There it is. Alrighty. So, nothing overly sexy about that. There you go. Yep, just mounts on there and keeps your hand from going forward of the muzzle, which is a good thing. Generally speaking, I would probably, I tend to gravitate toward angled foregrips. I really like the AFG from Magpul, and I really like the new Sigurd angled foregrip / weapon mounted light from Olight. I bought 2 of those on Fan Day, and I do not regret it at all. All right, so next we have the Luth AR Thick, and that's THICCC grip, and it's also USA made. And it says the chubby grip is designed with long-range shooter ergonomics in mind. The full palm swell fills the hand, providing a consistent and rapid grip, properly positioned to promote accurate and repeatable shots on target. The thumb rest and palm shelf work together to lock the hand in place shot after shot, while the raised trigger finger surface forces the finger into proper curved position for better trigger control and comfort. Alright, this is another company that they are starting to inundate us with, and a couple months ago they sent out stocks from this company. Decent stock, just not really my cup of tea for the most part, but yeah. So, I don't know if you can tell from looking at it on your screen, but this is a very, actually it's kind of small for my hand as far as the height goes, because you have this curve right here, which should be a pinky shelf, but I don't have overly big hands. I have medium-sized hands, and that's really not, they're talking about how comfortable it's supposed to be, and I mean, if it didn't have the finger groove there, or if this just came down just a little bit, if it was just scalloped a little bit more there, it would be perfect. I mean, nothing a Dremel couldn't take care of, I guess, but that's not something you should have to do. And this palm swell is ridiculous. Can you see how big that palm swell is? And it's just on the one side. I mean, I don't know. This is a grip that would take some getting used to for me. And if you're shooting left-handed, I mean, that's just, I don't know. The only way it's really comfortable at all to me is to put my pinky underneath it, and that kind of disrupts my grip a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm really not a fan of this. They can hype it up on their card all they want to. I do not like that. Some of you guys are probably like, wow, that's the best grip ever, and that's fine. If it's your cup of tea, it's your cup of tea, but I hate this. At least as it is. Like I said, if I contour the bottom there a little bit more, that shelf, and maybe even get rid of the finger groove there, I don't know. It might be passable for me then, but as it stands right now, I do not like that grip at all. It seems well made, but I just don't like that layout. It just doesn't feel comfortable to me. Again, you guys may differ in opinion, but moving on. Decibels Custom Shape Ear Pro, USA made as well. We love these USA made custom molded earplugs, easily and quickly fitted to the exact shape of your ear. This creates a perfect fitting earplug that will never hurt, never fall out, and provide superior noise isolation. Easy shape system consists of simply heat the decibel thermoplastic molds in boiling water, let them cool for a bit, and shape them to your ears. That's it. And if you don't get the perfect fit the first time, Decibels are the only custom earplugs that are remoldable. All right, so I'm somewhat familiar with these particular earbuds, earplugs, whatever you want to call them, and similar items. I will say this much: as far as my dealings with them, they are a quality product, but I use Axel Ear Pro. I use their Bluetooth noise reduction and noise enhancing. You know, so it enhances conversational tones and that kind of stuff. And then whenever you have the loud, you know, like bangs from a gun or whatnot, then the noise reduction kicks in, and they're awesome. And by the way, they do have a heck of a sale going on right now. They're 40% off as I'm recording this, and so that is where I lean. Now, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't use these or that I'm not going to. I'm just going to say that these would be like, you know, just in case I forget my Axel Ear Pro, something along those lines. Or like if my wife wanted these, I would give them to her and she could use them. But they're good quality stuff. I mean, they do their job, and they do their job well. They are USA made, which is great. They're easy to use. They're easy to shape. So I'm not going to knock them for including this. This is some good kit. It just doesn't serve me that well because, like I said, just like everybody out there, I have my own preference for certain things. And for Ear Pro, I prefer Axel. Axel and Pro ears, in that order. And then Decibels, again, good company. I just don't normally, I usually use a different brand and a different style of Ear Pro. And for me, it works, and I don't like to mess with stuff that doesn't, you know, I don't like to fix things that aren't broken. So anyway, good kit. I'm not gonna knock it. So far, the only thing I have not liked at all is the grip. All right, so next we have Mechanics Gloves Fast Fit, the absolute go-to glove in the shooting world. Not from what I've seen. Anyway, the absolute go-to glove in the shooting world and our personal favorite brand here at Tac Pack. With comfortability, they say, and durability at the center of these gloves design. They also feature touchscreen compatible fingertips, anatomically designed two-piece palm design, eliminates material bunching. Again, this is one of those things where first we're going to find out if they sent the right size, and it looks like they did. But this is another one of those things where I have my own personal preferences, and I think Mechanics gloves, the Mechanics brand gloves, are good gloves and everything. For most tasks, this is not what I would choose, but as far as the brand goes, but they do make some good products. But I'll say this much: they sent the right size, and it fits me pretty good. That seems to be off a little bit. I don't know, like it's stitched a little weird, or I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be that way. But anyway, this is what they look like. You have kind of a micro suede kind of feel on the hands. They're lightly padded. Let's see. It's made in the Philippines. And it specifically tells you it is not flame proof or fire retardant. The palm is simulated leather, 60% nylon, 38% polyurethane, 2% carbon black. And the back is knitted fabric 1, which they go on to tell us is 100% polyester. Knitted fabric 2, which is 96% polyester and 4% spandex. And then the side of fingers, it says, is knitted fabric 2, which is 96% polyester, 4% spandex. And it says the back of the thumb is knitted fabric 2, 96% polyester, 4% spandex. So, and it says it's a second category PPE, or personal protective equipment. But anyway, I can see these being good for fall, maybe early spring. I wouldn't think that these would be all that great in the winter time, except for short spurts. Maybe you go for a walk or a run. I don't think I'd use them for shoveling snow or anything where you're going to be out in the extreme cold or elements for too awful long. But even then, in a pinch, better than nothing. They are very comfortable. They fit good. They move good. Yeah, I don't know if I would say that Mechanics is the go-to brand in the shooting world. I haven't seen that firsthand. I've seen not really one particular glove that is, but good quality gloves. I'm not going to knock them there. They're actually kind of irking me a little bit because so far I can only really complain about the grip. All right, and then next we have Vet TV flyer. Says, we love the guys and gals at Vet TV. Here's a freebie to get some of their content that will guarantee to make you laugh your ass off. All right, so boom. Not really familiar with Vet TV, which might seem weird to you guys since I'm a vet, but yeah. All right, and then we have a cross machine tool discount code. And that's for 20% off at Cross Machine's website. So that's pretty cool. I like their stuff, and I can definitely put that to use. And here we go. I hate to even look at this. We have the Mr.Tater head sticker, and it says that's Mr. to you. Okay. I don't know what I think of this. I kind of dig it, but yeah, I don't know. That's maybe I'll just get that tattooed on my chest, my arm or something. Good old Mr. Taterhead. And that's a joke. I know. But I think I actually like this one. A lot of their stickers I've taken exception with, especially when they, like the last Christmas when they tried to tell us that the sticker was $5 and that one cardboard coaster was $4 or whatever it was. But anyway, that's beside the point. That's not too bad. And the plus item is the Cross Machine Tool Rail, USA made. They give it a value of $142.99. And they say, we are very pleased to introduce a new partner to the Tac Pack world, Cross Machine Tool. This M-Lock is made from 6000 series extruded aluminum with black anodized finish with anti-rotation tabs and barrel nut from 7075 aluminum. And it says it weighs 11.7 ounces. So I knew we were going to get a rail based off of the clues from last month and the clues from this month as well. And so if you're keeping tabs, this is 2 rails in the last few months that we've gotten. The last one was Battle Arms Development, and honestly I kind of expected it to be a Battle Arms Development one this month to go along with the other Battle Arms Development branded stuff. But there you go. I mean, honestly, a lot of these rails just look the same to me, and so a lot of the times it's hard to see whether where one is worth more than another. But I will say this much: I do like Cross Machine Tool, just like I like Battle Arms Development. I just don't like seeing Tac Pack put all their eggs in one basket for one box. You know, where it's like 2, 3, 4, 5 of the same brand stuff. But at least they've gotten away from putting some of their lesser quality Tac Pack branded stuff in here. So this is what it looks like. It is very light, so that's not going to add a lot of weight to your build or your existing rifle if you're just switching out the handguard. But seems to be very well made. I don't see any machining marks or anything like that. Seems to be executed quite nicely. It's an attractive rail, and I'm sure it would most likely be very functional. Whether I use this particular one in a future build or not remains to be seen. But keep in mind, I have promised you guys a Tac Pack build. I'm just trying to get a few more parts together from these guys before I do anything. Oh, and with the handguard in the box is this little padded package here. And we'll see what's in here. I know I probably just read off what's in here off the card, and I'm probably just not thinking about it, but we'll see. Oh, all right. So it's just a tool. And yeah, for a torque wrench and everything. 50 pounds max, it says. 50 foot-pounds max, I should say. So they included that. And information from the company and all that. But again, pretty functional. It's a 13-inch rail, handguard, and like I was saying, it's made out of aluminum. I'll check and see, but that should be everything in the box, and it is. So just a quick recap. The plus item was a Cross Machine Tool M-Lock handguard for an AR-15. This is some good stuff, or at least on its face it appears to be. We got the mr.tater head sticker, 20% off code for Cross Machine Tool, which apparently is a new partner for Tac Pack. We got a little discount here, 1 month subscription to Vet TV. I've also gotten that same thing from Club Grunt Style a few times, or I should just say Grunt Style, from where I order a la carte, not the subscription. The mechanics gloves, those are pretty good kit. So's the Decibel Ear Pro. Those are the ones you heat and then mold, so those are good. And the 2 items from Battle Arms Development, the gas block and the hand stop, although not really overly sexy. I do like the gas block. The handguard I could live with or without. I won't use this most likely. This will probably wind up in a giveaway or something else. But anyway, still can't complain, because that is good quality stuff that you can use. They've actually given you quite a bit of stuff that would go a long way toward building an AR-15. Especially if you put it with some of the other boxes. And So yes, I'm not going to give you a time frame as to when, but I am planning on doing a Tac Pack build because a lot of people out there, a lot of you guys and gals have requested that. So I do plan on doing that, but I'm not going to rush it. I want to get a few more parts and see what they're going to do. I may even throw this on there, but honestly, I feel like Tac Pack has given us better grips. The Reptilia grips, I think, are better than this. The Adaptive Tactical, they may look a little weird to you guys, but I really like those. I don't really like this at all. I mean, I really can't stand this. So I may throw it on the build. I may not. If I do, it's just going to be just because it's something a little bit different, and it did come from Tac Pack. But anyway, that is your Tac Pack Plus for November of 2022. By all means, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the items, the box overall, Tac Pack in general, what have you. You can also reach me by email if you have any comments, suggestions, or you just want to, shoot the bull. That's fine too. As always, there will be some links down in the description where you can get some pretty cool kit, oftentimes at a discount to you, and always helping out the channel. You can find those links and some others for things that go bang bang and pew pew, and some of the stuff I can't link to directly from YouTube. You can find that stuff on my website, waywardsoncustomgun.com. My email is waywardsoncustomgun@gmail.com. And and don't forget, Christmas is coming, so you can load up on, if you're tired of Tac Pack, you can load up on my Dragon Packs, the mystery, the different themed mystery boxes that you can find on my website. Anyway, and Wayward Son custom merch, always a good Christmas gift as well. Anyway, until next time, watch your six and carry on. Wayward Son out. Oh yeah, go Pens.